to my website. Um, I wanted to I came to a realization today. Kind of funny. I just don't know why not before or anything, but I've been working on doing a couple of different projects, and one of them is our small towns, um, especially here in the Midwest, Iowa, Missouri, Illinois. There's a lot of neat things that are just kind of slowly decaying away. So I've been wanting to work on this project more and more, and I took today with family to go be tourists in our backyard, and was walking around and taking photos. And the reason I went to this town is some of the structures and stuff that are here are kind of neat. If you can see them in the background, we'll get to these photos here in a second. And that's why I went, is these older buildings and stuff and everything. But we got there, and no no rhyme or reason. We're just going and having fun and walking around. Have no goal of any one thing. So as I'm walking around, I'm taking photos. Found this really cool car. That'll be another video. Talked to a gentleman for a little while. Turned out to be pretty decent. You'll have to check out that video. It should be pretty good. But anyways, so I just start snapping some pictures, and I just thought, wow, this was kind of cool. So I sat here and played around on a bench, and then we started walking through this little downtown area, and I'm attracted to this bell back here. So I'm, you know, walking through, thinking I'm focused on that, and I didn't realize until after I got home. These are just photos of walking downtown. This is what I'm focused on. As you can tell, just, oh man, I got some other photos I need to get in here on that. I'll have to go back to editing and get those uploaded. Those are really cool to check out. But I got to this photo here, and I started thinking, hey, I want to put this up on my Facebook page and ask the question, how many flags are there, uh, including reflections? And I got to looking at it, and it's the week before the 4th. And I don't know if you've ever had a chance to go to a small town, small Midwest town, on the week before and the week after the 4th of July. There's this stillness because it's a small town, but there's this support that just kind of echoes in the background. USA, USA. These small towns are warm. Most of them are welcoming, and especially this time of year, checking out the parks and everything. So, anyways, streets are dead. There's nobody around really. There's a few people in the park and a few people elsewhere, but this, you can see there's nobody around. But when I started going back through the photos as I was editing them this evening, I could have just went the other way, but oh well. I noticed a theme. And obviously there's more photos and stuff, but flags. And if you got the name of the gallery, it's our small town flags. But anyways, I started going through these and realized there's a consistency that in everything, the framing kind of is with the flags. And I didn't consciously do this. It's one of those things that only after going through this series I realized that, I have these flags in certain, using them in certain ways, And I got to thinking about other photos I've taken in the past, which I'm going to add to this gallery of flags and how I've used them. And it just kind of dawned on me that I've photographed the American flag a lot. and in a lot of different ways. But when you get to this here, just after flipping through there's no flag. So when I was going through my editing and I seen this and there was no flag, I was kind of, I don't know, something was off about it. I didn't like it. You know, it has this cool yellow line here, which kind of gives a depth to it, and it was just a little off-putting. But, you know, luckily it can stay in the gallery. Because right there in the window, on a reflection, is not just one flag. There's two. This small town's so packed full of little flags that, you know, even the space that you wouldn't think, you know, that there is none, you can still kind of pick them up. Anyway, I just thought that was kind of interesting of how much flags are in my photos, and that I never went out on purpose to shoot a flag, but I've always known that I look towards, you know, the American flags, the prisoner of war flags, and, you know, I've always looked at these flags and taken pictures of them. It just took till now to dawn on me that, that's one of those subconscious things. Anyways, I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Let me hear your feedback. I'd greatly appreciate it. I think it's fun to be able to hear other people's comments and discussion on things. And have you come to a realization that you photographed something just and didn't realize that you photographed it? I'd heard about people, you know, back with film, just lay everything out on the floor and look at it and start picking and seeing what you're naturally drawn to, whether you realize it or not. But like, comment, subscribe. Greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch this.